Hey guys, and I'm Tony for 819 here,
And this is Silvergunner here.
and this is our first Let's Play together of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
And definitely one of the most interesting Zelda games. Probably the second darkest Zelda game. The first to use motion controls for better or worse. And one with probably the best story. Although the dungeons were not up to much. Before we start, Cody, what were your opinions of Twilight Princess when you played it?
Well, when I first played it years ago, I was really into it. I mean, it was the first in the series I played, and I just enjoyed it. I liked the world, I liked the old Dave, and it was just really fun.
And Midna was just such a great character. Probably one of the best characters in Zelda history or Nintendo history.
Yeah, Minda was very popular. I remember when I first saw her, I immediately said that I liked her after the cutscene because I don't know, she just has a really good character.
She's probably the best Nintendo character ever. Mario fans at the back, shut the hell up.
No comment on that.
So yeah, shall we? I will say one more thing before we start about Zelda Twilight Princess. This game was actually released on two systems. It was supposed to be the last GameCube game, but ended up being ported to the Wii at the last minute to support its launch.
And it was flipped.
Yep, they wanted to change the game so the controls were. They wanted to have Link originally have the sword in his left hand, like in the series, but they found out that a lot of players preferred to use the sword with their right hand. So they didn't have time to redo all the models, so just basically rendered the whole game where flipped horizontally and just changed all the text to move left to right and so on.
Why couldn't they just flip Link's animation though?
Sorry?
Couldn't they just take Link's model and flip it? Why did they have to mirror the whole game for it?
It wouldn't have worked that well because reasons.
I mean, I could have flipped this model in 5 seconds if I knew how to do it.
Well, I imagine the extra 400 megahertz of processing power that we had over the GameCube we used to flipping it over, so in the end, you got a similar experience except with stupid motion controls, but anyway. Anyway, shall we check out the Darkest Zelda?
Yes. The Wii menu.
Innovative.
Totally pointless now with the Wi-Fi cancelled.
Innovative at the time.
Yeah. Memories of when I first played it, I listen back. Do they really have to say this for every Wii game?
It's to prevent getting sued for people throwing their Wiimotes at TVs. We have a problem and so on.
You can actually glitch yourself into the dance flow.
Yeah. This opening scene. You can see it's pretty old because of all the polygonal, rough. Yeah, you can see the swimming textures slightly there. It's this is old. This is over 10 years old now.
Some of the names are older.
I will say first.
Why is he running at the very edge like that for? That is dangerous.
Because he's extreme.
Yeah, that's it. Anyways, if you do manage to get into this info, your basically probably because you can't go anywhere. So I might actually do that one day just to see what it's like.
The wolf.
Fulfilled.
Surprisingly, not as bad as when Sonic the Hedgehog did wolves.
Yeah. Especially if you're playing the Wii version of that game. I really want to have that rarity profile of that on there.
Yeah,
well, had to have been my cousin.
Yeah, that was from 2013, the last time you played it.
Yeah.
So 2013 was the end of coming to the end of season 3, wasn't it? Or My Little Pony. I think it was at least.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so because we're in 2017 and we're about to get season 7.
Yeah, true. The thing I remember the most about season 3 is the magical mystery cure.
But it really should have been a two-parter.
And what are you going to call this person?
I guess we always thought we name him Ben. So I'm pretty sure some fans out there don't know what he's good at me.
When you say the word Ben as a character, I instantly think of the guy who killed Han Solo.
Are you out of your damn mind?
This is probably what every Nintendo fan said when they saw I was renaming him Ben.
Ooh, creepypasta.
I can take it. Yeah, you ever saw the Ben Found videos?
No, I haven't. I will say one thing. Oh yeah, what are you going to call your horse?
Yeah, you'll see.
Horsey McHorseface?
Nope. The horse is female, but I'm still renaming her this.
What,
and also, every Nintendo fan raging at me anyways.
Spike, King of the Pony theme, R63?
I don't know.
Yeah. Although Spike is actually a really common nickname both for men and women, so it's gender neutral.
Yeah, time to intro.
To be honest, considering you play as a werewolf halfway through it, I'm surprised you didn't call your character Jacob.
Oh my god.
Twilight Princess.
I never really got into the Twilight films. I saw a bit of the first one, because I did the bed, but never got interested to finish it.
Basically,
Twilight
films are basically our Twilight films, whatever. I just basically wander around in circles for 90 minutes. Then a little bit of romantic dialogue at the end. No, to be honest.
So where are Link's parents?
To be honest, this actually does sound a lot like a lot of recent Zelda style games where you just wander in circles for hours trying to find something, including this one. But we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're right. Link never really has any family in any of the games. I don't know if they want to make him as an orphan or if they just want to make it can't be bothered.
Oh yeah, the sister and grandmother in Wind Waker.
The thing is, if he is a descendant of the previous Link, wouldn't there be multiple descendants of the previous Link?
I'm not sure. There are fan theories about who is mom to the band. The most popular one being the red-headed girl in Majora's Mask, the one who gets abducted by aliens if you don't help her. And some people actually feel like that the village that Link lives in is inside Tomino. That you're in Tomino right now, but when you go to Hyrule, you leave and go to Hyrule. I'll probably get into that a bit more later when we see some story elements, but
the other option is that Link has no parents because they've died, and he's actually he's like over 100 years old because he's on Team Edward.
Well, that would have framed the Fire Force on his
because
hand.
he's on Team Edward, even though he's supposed to be on Team Jacob.
Seriously, why did he have the Fire Force on his hand?
I don't know. It's weird because he only got the Triforce on his hand in previous games when he actually gained the Triforce. And wouldn't someone have noticed?
He just has it.
Wouldn't someone have noticed that before? Like, would have realised, are you the hero legend? Or say, sick tattoo, mate.
Well, yeah. In one way, there was a big legend about Link, but in every other Zelda game, minus the 3DS game, I haven't played it, the other Links are never really mentioned. One way, just really the only one I know that actually had a legend about a Link.
Hey!
And here's this lazy guy.
How was a sleigh?
Link has a big house.
How really hurt the goats? Because I'm useless at my job.
And a kid basically has to help him do his job.
The guy who lives in a tree.
Yeah. Every kid wants to live in a tree, probably.
Worst part, he only found out was the intro took 3 minutes 32 seconds.
Yep.
Not as bad as Skyrim's
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah, even if you don't forget, you can tell that well, it's not that long, but I can
Hey, it's
see
a
why
squirrel.
people didn't pace it. There's Navi.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I would have added voice clips in Navi, but that probably would have got too annoying after a while.
Mm-hmm.
I never really had a problem with Navi.
I know, it just became like a meme, didn't it?
Yep. So I'm pretty sure there are Wormhats out there that adds voice clips.
To be honest, Chattel on Majora's Mask was much more annoying, but you know.
And we don't see who stole a horse. Truthfully, Sid has permission for us.
Yeah, she stole your horse.
Yeah. Although the shit only sees the little bit ways it's okay.
Oh, you shouldn't have called him Link or Jacob, you should have called him Mark. So she would say, "Oh, hi Mark." Did it?
I really didn't think of that. Usually whenever I rename Nate, I always rename him Ben.
Right.
I just think it fits
You
him.
should and then you should change her name to Lisa, so when she breaks her heart later in the game, he can shout, when she has amnesia, he can shout, "You are tearing me apart, Lisa!"
I'm sure there are hats and mods, but you can change her name.
It's a pity. You can't.
So there's a lot of water here. Where does it go exactly?
Well, there's a bridge nearby, so I imagine it just goes down a waterfall. It goes down through a tunnel somewhere down a waterfall or something, or into outer space. There's no other answer.
So, notice these characters don't actually have beating eyes, but they went ahead and animate the mouths.
Yeah.
So this seems pointless.
Well, at the time, this was trying to be a more realistic game, so they thought animating the mouse would be a better idea.
Then add actual voice lines.
They'll never do that.
Well, they tried to redo it for Minda.
I imagine they just figured it would cost too much to record voices for most of the characters.
Well, the first viewers of the game.
There's one thing about this village I have noticed. Although there's a couple of houses and everything, there's not very much to do.
Not really. I mean, you have fidgets over there you can get, there's goats you can hold, but... I mean, this door here even has a shop back there, but... probably not gonna get many customers.
I mean, the first village in
I
Ocarina of Time Kokiri Forest, that had a lot to do in it. It was about the same size, but it had a hell of a lot to fit in, so...
This guy never opened his eyes, so I'm saying he is blind. I never did that characteristic. The eyes are permanently closed that he can see everything. Never did that.
Maybe you can see using the Force.
Oh, sweet God. Well, since this guy is unable to hold these goats, we have to do it for him. I don't remember if he did a hot piece from this or not, but I'll probably look that up later.
To be honest, this game was probably the only game in the world where you made goats run around in circles like mad until Goat Simulator came around.
Yeah, and if you yell at them loud enough, they will turn around and attack you.
A bit like when you hit the E button in Goat Simulator then. I've actually played Goat Simulator, so...
I haven't yet.
You're missing out.
No, they do see videos of it. So why can he do this? Because he doesn't have a horse? No, I never thought of that. Neither's the only one in his entire series that has a horse. No wonder they have him do everything. Down info, he never gave us a reason why he can't deliver the sword to Hyrule Castle. He just asked us to do it because he never says.
There's another thing I do want to point out. One point here, we've had a big problem with this game. Everywhere's huge, but there's nothing there. I mean, you know, Hyrule Field, that's about 5 times bigger than Hyrule Field in Ocarina of Time, but there's much less there.
Yeah, they do have a hot piece in Hyrule Field in Ocarina of Time that
But you have to.
I feel like if you never use that, you are never gonna find because you have to bomb. You have to open a hole using a bomb, but nothing tells you to do that.
Needle in a haystack. As I said, it's huge, but there's nothing there. It's like, I mean, let's say another game which you choose, but it's well populated. Oblivion.
Yeah, the farther you did in that game, the less you have to do.
Yeah. There's just so much you have to do.
I've been playing that so much, I just had nothing else to do. That boring after a while. Anyways, that's dope. We have to do this in native, but I'm gonna be dipping it.
But this has probably got the biggest game world with the least amount of stuff to do in. Even worse than Wind Waker. Now, to be honest.
Well, Wind Waker has an excuse.
It's endless sailing. That's what ruined my game.
It's an excuse though, it has a reason.
Why? What's the reason?
It's the tidal water is flooded, you have to sail everywhere. There's really nothing you can do in the overworld.
Do you know why I believe the reason the endless sailing is there?
Why?
It's there instead of a loading screen.
Well, then there's the best loading screen because you can actually move around and attack random enemies in it.
They're like, you got like 3 minutes of such a loading screen between islands.
And we thought Sonic 06 was bad.
Oh yeah, that's bad. You know, yeah, it's actually. I was going to say though, the original PlayStation, for example, had a really bad loading times. It was infamous for it. Wind Waker is what would happen if they ported Zelda to the original PlayStation.
Probably.
Yeah.
And here's these kids. Some people probably find these kids annoying, but I have nostalgia, so I don't really mind them that much.
I will say one thing about this game. Apart from Midna, none of the characters in this game are really like. Midna is just the best character ever. There's one Zelda game where I liked every single character in the game, and that was Wind Waker, because characters just had so much depth to them.
And I don't care what you say, Tesla is the best Zelda, period.
What, sorry?
In Wind Waker, I said Tesla was the best Zelda.
Yeah, definitely. She had the most character of any Zelda in any of the series. I mean, the Zelda in this one, she's just like a product placement, to be honest.
Yeah. But I think there might be actually a plot though with her, but I'll find out when we get to that part.
So yeah, to be honest, I think Zelda in this game, Zelda's seen more in Majora's Mask, and that's she's only in a flashback in that game.
Yeah.
I really like Majora's Mask.
And it's an important flashback too.
Majora's Mask, that was another game that had a lot of character, but to be honest, I think with Wind Waker and Majora's Mask, there was a lot of emphasis on side quests, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So all the
there was more side questing than you can't. You spend more time doing the side quests than you do in the actual dungeons.
Precisely, yeah. Dungeon-wise, Wind Waker and Majora's Mask were really small, but with the amount of stuff you had to do, it was just loads.
Yeah, so if you're not into side questing, it's definitely going to be the shortest game for you.
I mean, this is like Ocarina of Time, where it's just in one long route forward. There's the odd side quest, but they don't make much of a difference.
Yeah, the most of what you do is going to be from mini-games.
Yeah.
I will show the mini-games all once, but then I will tell out the other ones. Because why would you want to watch me do the same thing multiple times?
I will point out the newest Zelda game coming out, that Breath of the Wild is supposed to be open world. I think it's
Link's voice carries well. What voice?
Dots on distance, use pressing A while holding Z. Typical
Anyway, you was
targeting.
talking about the new Zelda game?
I'm sorry?
You was talking about the new Zelda?
Yeah, it's supposed to be going to be an open world game where you can follow the story or do loads of subquests and stuff. I think it's going to be a lot like Majora's Mask, where you get like the notebook and you have to fill it up with different events you have to go to.
Sad I'm probably not going to be able to play that. Netsend only.
Yeah, the problem is you have to buy a £280 system to play it. I
am not buying a new console just for one video game.
Precisely. That's the same reason why I didn't get the Sonic Lost World for the Wii U. Because I'd have to buy the absolute worst console of all time just to play a Sonic game. And that game became available.
I don't care what you guys say, the Wii U is a handheld.
I disagree. What it is, it's basically what happens when one side of Nintendo wants to develop a tablet computer, and the other side of Nintendo wants to create a sequel to the Wii. It's trying to be a jack of all trades and did neither. Plus, it's outdated.
Well, the Controller is a handheld too. You have to look at it to play Sonic games.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I said about a year, near the end of the year, Luigi. That's a swear word to Nintendo fans, by the way. I said Nintendo's best bet was to drop the touchscreen, bundle the Pro Controller, patch all existing games to use the Pro Controller, and drop the price to 99 quid. Have it as a budget game system instead of a revolutionary, apparently one.
Yeah, Luigi got ripped off in that year. All they did was just replace Mario with Luigi and patted as the year of Luigi. Give them a new game during that year at least.
To be honest, after seeing a lot of the Wii U games which were like touted as the best ones, all of them seemed like they were remakes or ports of Wii games. I mean, let's see, had Star...
Well, it is called the Wii U, so...
I mean, remember the Star Fox Zero? That was a really bad rip-off. I'm going to say rip-off. More like demake.
Never played that, but I saw a review of it.
Basically, this remade Star Fox 64 with PlayStation 2 style graphics and absolutely motion controls. Anyway, you get a fishing rod. This is the first game since Ocarina of Time where you do fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can do the hot piece by fishing.
Yep, just like... you couldn't do that in Ocarina of Time, could you?
Yeah, you did a hot piece in Ocarina of Time by fishing, I believe.
Yeah, it was at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah. There's actually a fishing resort in this game that
I will say one
you
thing.
Too.
My mum has only ever played one Zelda game. And that's Ocarina of Time because she liked the fishing.
Well, my dad likes to hunt and fish.
Now you're commanding birds to be like projectile missiles for you.
Yeah. Too bad you can't really use them to hurt enemies. Ways of a gameplay element.
Yeah, use it to throw at an enemy, like
I mean, that's what we're about to do to this beehive here.
Exactly. Yeah, hit the beehive. Horrible bees!
Why didn't we do that to enemies? That would have been awesome.
Yeah, shoot it and have it. No, shoot it at the beehives and have the beehives fall on the enemy's head.
Yeah.
I was saying that Link's Awakening on the game.
Thank God the bees didn't attack anybody.
Link's Awakening on the Game Boy is something similar where you could give someone a stick to knock down or speed up, super speed.
Yeah, 8 times too slow, so I bet it up.
And right at the top of the world, collecting rupees.
Yep, blue ruby and another one.
Now,
whenever you turn the game off and back on, they replay these animations.
Right.
I don't get that.
Okay, now cue the Assassin's Creed sound effect. Leap of faith.
Might do that if I had to find the sound
Thing
effect.
is, this did come before Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed is just... It's one of my favourite game series.
Same here.
Well, that's the end of part 1.
Yeah,
Right.
you wanna...
I'll pause. I'll stop recording now for now.